In this video we're gonna pull data from Spotify and attach it to the React app so it will finally become this high-fidelity, kick-ass prototype.
You are watching Dev Tips
with guest hosts
MPJ
and David. Okay, so we have the auth shit.
Yes,
we have the React shit.
Yes.
And the auth is Spotify. And we just need the data. How do we get the data?
All right. So the first thing that we need to do is to extract the access token from the URL. Remember in the last episode where we...
No, the first thing we need to do is to add... It can't look like this when you come here. It seems like I'm signed in. We should just make a template when you're not signed in and add a sign in button.
Sure.
Should we do a state? Or should we just do the server data, remove the fake server data and just say, do we have server data? Unless we have server data.
Okay, yeah, that seems nice.
So we had previously done this to fake server data.
Sure.
Remove that.
Yep, now we have no server data. Cool.
And now it will just say loading.
Yep.
Because nothing has happened. So we had this thing with loading. Perhaps we should just put something else there. We can just put the button here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Click here to sign in.
Cool, let's do that for now.
So now we have a button unless you're signed in.
Yeah.
Or unless we have the button if you don't have user data.
Yes, exactly.
So let's do, how can we make that something happens when I click the button?
Yeah, just add an on-click handler to the button.
Put that one here, on click.
Yes.
And a function.
Yes.
Sign in button. Sign in. What would you call it?
We can just have the function in line here.
Okay.
We don't need, just create an arrow function. And then, what is it? Window.location?
What you want?
Oh yeah, just type in the arrow function.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to return something.
No, don't return. Just just do the redirect here.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
And I guess equal to localhost 88.
But when we publish this, we don't want to have localhost.
Yeah, but we can fix that later. Let's make it work locally first.
Localhost. So this is the backend server.
Yes.
That we are running already. I hope.
Yeah. Or we might have to start it again.
Yeah, perhaps we are not running it.
Does that work?
Yeah, it
does.
Yeah, it works. It goes there, but we are not running it. The
Backend
backend server. So let's just go to the better playlists, backend, npm start.
Yeah. Yep.
Do we have the?
Maybe. We might. Let's see.
Yeah.
It seems like we did.
So what I was talking about was we had to have the credentials, the secret and the client secret and the client ID. And we still had it in the terminal.
Exactly. Perhaps we should just remind people how to do that in case we lost it. Just create a new terminal and show what it would look like if you miss it.
You would write exports and then the Spotify client ID equals something.
Yep.
We shouldn't do that because then we would override.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So let's just delete that. All right. Then I log into Spotify. I have authenticated with Facebook. And I came here with the access token.
Yes. Cool. So now
and it didn't ask me about if I wanted to approve because I did that already.
Yeah, it remembers that you are okay with better playlists.
Yeah.
So once you have signed in, it's just like, oh, you're David. Oh, you have approved better playlists. Just do the redirect.
Okay. So now we want to use this access token to fill up the server data object, which will then remove the button and just show all the good stuff.
Yep.
Perhaps we should just go to the server data and see. Well,
we can just delete this actually. Or
we should keep it just to see how
just
it's
to see
structured.
how we want it structured.
We can just keep one playlist
cool
for now.
All right, cool. So perhaps then if we go back to the component did mount thing. Here. I don't quite remember how to extract the location. How do we do that? I think there is some kind of query window location.query string.
Query?
Yeah, can you console log that out? We can actually do that in the developer tools that easier.
No.
No.
Location dot
query. Not
path. No. Queries.
Search. Is it search?
Yeah, it's search. So that's everything after the slashes.
But I think that there is one that actually gives it as a neat object. Or am I just completely forgetting things here? Search params. There,
URL that's search params.
Does that work? You know what? Let's do this with an npm module instead.
Okay.
So either way,
can I do that in React?
Yes. So what we do here is, so our problem is this. Like if we just write the search thing. The problem here is that this is just one big string, and we want to extract out the
value of this field.
Yeah. So let's just find an npm module to do that for us. Like npm query string, maybe. Yeah, okay, here's an example doing exactly what we want.
This.
Yes.
But const or let perhaps.
Yeah.
And then we have to install it. How do we?
Yes, so
here?
yes, exactly. So just import.
And just query string. Would that
yeah,
work?
exactly. But you do it like the React thing above, import query string. Like you need, the first thing that you do is like what you want it.
Like that?
Yeah, so the first thing after import is what you want it to be called. And then the thing after from is the name of the package on npm.
Okay. So would this work?
No.
No.
But I want to show you in what way it doesn't work. Okay. So
query string with a big capital S.
Yeah. They called it the variable there in the
and I
example.
could use a location.
Window location?
Yeah. Probably. And then just console this to see what it looks like. Here we have it.
I'm actually surprised that this worked. I think that is query string installed by default in Create React App? Can you look in the file browser and the package.json? I think that this just has has the query string already installed. But let's imagine that it wasn't installed, because I expected this to break as query string was not installed. So just jump to the terminal.
Yeah.
No, the terminal.
Oh, the terminal. Sorry, the console. I was thinking. And here we're running this one.
Yeah, let's open up a new tab so that we don't need to break any of the running things.
And this is the directory with the better playlist 2.
Yes, exactly. So what you do here in order to install a module is to write npm install -- save query string. Query dash string, I think it was called.
You sure?
Let's check it.
Yep.
Yep. Bam. So what this will do is that we'll pull down the query string and add it to node modules, which will make it available. But what it will also do is that it's going to add the package to package.json, so that when you check, when another person or use yourself in the future check this out,
here.
yeah, it's going to install query string also when you run npm install.
Okay. Cool. All right, so now we have the possibility of getting the token from the query string.
Yeah.
What was it called? Refresh token?
Access token. So this means that, yeah, you can hide the file browser by hitting Command B.
Let access token be
parsed.access token. Yeah, that's it. So now we have the access token. So how do we use this with the Spotify API?
use the access token to access
Spotify API. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is a curl example, and we need to. So curl is a thingamabob that you can use to do HTTP requests using the terminal. But what we're going to do,
I don't see access token here. Is this the access?
It's there. It's in that.
Oh, okay. They just shortened.
Yeah, so they don't actually use the word token, but it's like authorization bearer. So I think I can do this from my head. Let's see if we can do it. We're going to use the fetch API, which is a thing that we have access to in modern browsers. It's what replaces HTTP request, XML HTTP request, and it also makes Jquery Ajax obsolete. So we can just do fetch.
Should I do it here?
Yeah.
Fetch. Or capital?
No, just fetch. And then that's a function. And the first argument it should have is the API endpoint.
So that's this whatever we want to fetch.
Yeah, so let's just find a nice endpoint to access, like me. Like go to API endpoint reference. I think there's a me somewhere. There.
Yeah, this one.
Yep.
And it was API, right?
Yeah.
HTTPS API.
https.api.spotify.com.
That's the endpoint.
Exactly. And I think that the second argument is an object literal. And we want to pass the token as a header.
The thing we found here.
Yeah, exactly.
There.
Where is it?
Value bearer.
Oh, there's actually a Jquery Ajax example. Let's use that as the base and translate it to the fetch API. I think you can actually use exactly that.
This one?
Yeah.
Or everything?
No, not Earl. We already specified Earl. It's not exactly the same syntax as Jquery Ajax. It's just pretty close.
There?
Try that. And
should we save what happens with this one?
We need that fetch will return a promise. So that means that we want to call .then on that promise.
Yeah. So because this can take a while for the browser, like a couple of milliseconds, and then once it's done, it should do whatever comes here.
Yeah.
And I'm not really good with promises. Is that also arrow function stuff?
Yep, precisely. So that then function will get a response. And on that response, we want to get that response as JSON. So we call response.json. That's a method. If you want to use the curly brackets, you need to return it as well.
Okay, then we'll just not use the curly brackets.
And this will in turn return another promise, which we also can then on, but this time it will be the actual data. So let's for now actually console log that data out to see if we actually get this far. You can check out, open the console perhaps. See if we do. That's you.
That's me.
That's you.
All right. But everything here is about me. Me. I have 11 followers. I don't know what that is. This is not the playlist.
These are not the playlist.
Well, we need
this.
We need the display name.
So let's start with that.
Yeah.
Set that to update the server data.
So once I get this, I will instead update the server data.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. It's easy. This dot set state.
Yes.
Server data dot user dot name. Can I do that? No. No. I just have to. Server data user name, and then I take the data I just got. Dot display name.
Exactly.
Everything is done there.
Yeah.
Save.
Cool.
Oops.
What happened? Oh yeah. So now we end up in that case actually where we have a user with no playlists.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because we haven't set the playlist.
Yeah, exactly. In our sample data, the case where a user didn't have any playlist, that case didn't exist in the mock fake
because
data.
what we say here in the React app, the app component, we say if we have server data that has some kind of user data, everything is fine.
Yeah.
We'll just roll on with it.
Exactly.
But we only have the name. We don't have the playlist stuff.
All right.
So
how do we solve this?
Problem is that we have to fetch the name from one endpoint here.
Yeah.
And then we have to fetch the playlist from another endpoint.
Yeah. And
Could there be that my name is in the response from the playlist endpoint?
Probably not. Like, I think that we can, even if it is, I think that we should keep it like this because it's a great demonstration of the fact that APIs are often not perfect and you have to mix and match things together.
Yeah.
I think that we should instead make our React app handle the case that there might not be any playlist on the user.
So we should just have, if this user should do this, but we should make an extra check here for playlist counter, hours counter, and the filter and everything. We'll just make the same thing here. If the server data user has playlists.
Yeah, because this part of the code is dependent on playlists.
And then we would have to wrap that in a div.
Yep. Because, yeah. Because React will not take kindly to multiple elements being returned in these.
But we can do the double ampersand because we don't have any, we don't want to render anything.
No,
if
exactly.
We don't have this. And then we can do just indent it better.
Cool. Perhaps that should work.
But this stuff.
Oh, that stuff happens there.
Anyway.
So perhaps, okay, so revert that. So check, we need to check if the user actually has playlists up there as well.
Should we just do a check here if there is a user and it has playlists, and then set a variable and use that variable for this check instead?
What would that variable be called?
User with the playlist data.
Yeah, or we could just check in playlist render.
Here. So if this state has user and this state of server data.user.playlists.
Exactly.
Perhaps
some line breaks here. Now I think I usually break on like before the. Let me show you how I do it. First, I like to place these in sequence like that. Then I like to place this. Use these as like kind of headers or start of sentences or something.
I get it. And then you will do the same with the colon.
Exactly. Like that.
Okay, yeah, that's clear.
But you can do that any way you like. Like there's no right way. I just like this.
So why does this work? This works because we're not actually using this state, the server data user playlist states. We are creating a new playlist to render.
Yeah.
And that is, otherwise we're rendering nothing.
Yeah.
So what is happening here is that this is actually running everything here.
Yep.
It's just that the playlists to render array is empty.
Yeah.
That's why we see these 0 playlists and 0 hours, which is sort of, that's good.
Yeah.
Because it says that I have 0 playlists.
Yeah.
I don't, I have more.
Yes. So let's move on. So now it's actually fetching some data to we're beginning to actually pull data from your
Should we
Spotify
fetch the Spotify's the playlist data?
Yes, let's do that.
So I guess it's sort of the same.
Yeah.
I will do the magic. The magic.
Copy pasting.
Playlists.
Right, playlists.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, I can do me playlist.
Yes. That works. All right, cool.
V1 me playlists.
Yeah, exactly.
And then let's see what we get out of that.
Right, so it's an object with an items property, which is an array of all playlists.
Okay. And it has name.
Yep.
It doesn't have songs. We will have to fix that.
Yeah.
So let's just do the items name. So if we get this, we'll set the server data user playlists to data.items.
Yeah.
Because we get the data, we get items and this array, and we'll use that as the playlists array.
Yep. Yeah, that will actually work.
It can't read duration because we don't have duration in.
Yeah.
Oh, now it starts with the songs, but we don't have any songs because they are not called songs. So we just handle this.
I think that for now, we need.
Should we just skip the hours counter for a while?
We can disable that for a while, yeah.
Can I just comment it out and it
I think
will
so.
work?
I think so. We'll get to it. Did you? All right.
But then it tries with a map.
Yeah, because the playlists expects it. You know what? Let's just create some mock songs. For now. I think it's better.
Okay, how would you do
let's
that?
pull the hours counter back.
Now the hours.
And I'm thinking like just mapping inside the when we get the response, just to mangle it to be what we expect it to.
Okay, here.
Yeah. So yeah, like data.items.map. So that we transform it to what it is that we want. So it's item.
And we will return the item with just the name.
Yeah.
Will that work?
Well, we need to return a new item.
Oh, of course. With a name. And we'll just add an empty songs array.
Yes, precisely. And now you have like...
We've lost you now, I think.
Yeah, like I have no idea how many parents and stuff. You really need to start putting line breaks here. Okay, yeah, that I think that works. So when you're using the arrow function like this, and you're returning an object literal with an arrow function, that the JavaScript interpreter gets confused because it doesn't know if you mean to start an arrow function with multiple lines, or if you're trying to return an object. So what you can do here is you add parens around the curly brackets. Precisely, like that. So now it will work. Try removing the loading of me and just keeping the playlist, and I think it will work.
This part?
Yeah.
We'll comment that out.
Yeah. So that is why. So set state, we have like multiple levels here of stuff.
Oh, it's over.
So it's overwriting the server data with a new object. It doesn't.
It has to extend the old data.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it doesn't do any clever merging.
No.
So either we start doing some clever merging, or we simplify and place playlists at the top level.
Let's simplify.
Yeah.
Top level outside of user, or top level instead of server data?
Instead of server data. So it's gonna work, but only on one level.
Okay, so set state playlist.
Yep. So a learning here is that you save yourself a lot of time if you don't have a nested React state with multiple levels down, because it makes it a lot easier to work with if you want to learn from our mistakes.
Okay, so now this is fixed, but then we have to use that and just go for the state playlists everywhere.
Yeah.
So we'll just use Command D to find all the places. It says server data, user playlist.
Yeah, but it's just one place.
Like that?
Yep. So now it possibly should. I think it's checking for playlists somewhere. No, we don't. Oh, right. Now we never have any server data.
Oh yeah.
So then it's looking for.
So we do the same for user.
Yeah.
But for now we just comment this out.
No, we have the user. So let's just fix that as well.
Okay.
So yes, if you uncomment the loading, like the loading of your user, the me endpoint.
Yes.
And make that populate the user. All right, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have the user on the set state. So now we, instead of checking for state.serverdata.user, we just state.user.
like that.
Yeah. If you're wondering what David did there, he selected the text and hit Command D several times, which allows him to edit in multiple places at the same time. It's available in most editors, like Sublime. I know it's available in Sublime Text too, as well. And I think it's available in Atom as well. It's pretty sleek.
Yeah, so it has my name and it has my playlists.
Yes.
But doesn't have the hours because we don't do the duration.
Yeah. So does... Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we don't have the songs at all yet. Cool.
But we could fetch like how many tracks there are from each playlist and something. Well, so this is really cool. It's just that we've done a lot of stuff here. So could we add the image of the playlist here?
Oh, that would be cool. Let's do that. Where is it?
Snapshot ID.
No. Images. They don't have any images. Is that true though? This is some kind of example response from there.
Images. Image for the playlist.
Yeah, in their example response there are no images.
Yeah.
But this is not an actual response. This is just something that they have copy pasted into their
So if we just
documentation.
output what we get.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where did I have this?
This is an example of how documentation is not always perfect, and you quite often have to actually inspect the result of the API in order to figure out what it actually is returning.
Okay, so now we'll remove this thing and I will actually use curly braces.
Yep.
Here and return that object.
So many curly braces.
Because I want to console log the data
Yes.
items as well. Okay.
Cool. See what happens.
Everything is working. And here we can see all the playlists are being returned. And this is what they look like.
Images. Yes, we have images. Okay, cool. So they are objects, an array of objects.
640. They have different heights. It's just,
yeah, so
oh, it's the same image, but
different sizes.
So just get the first one.
Yeah.
And its URL. So what do we call that?
Image.
No, we haven't created that on the data. No. We can just put it here.
Yeah. Just call it image.
And it's in item.images and the first item because that's the highest resolution.
Yeah, sure.
Or is that stupid?
No, let's do that for now. Let's just get
Image
it working.
URL.
I want to do one thing later, but
comma here. Comma there. And then we're going to use the image URL in the playlist component. Image source equals playlist.image URL.
Yep. Boom.
Yeah. But we haven't styled it in any way.
Yeah, but it seems like we have to do a little bit of styling here.
What's the best way to style this?
Just add a style here, a style tag.
Which?
With 160 pixels. How does that work? You need another level of curly brackets.
Oh, of course. Better?
Is this just because it's so compact?
And because we're using percentages.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Let's just go for this.
This works. This works.
This is not the styling episode.
No, we're gonna... this is fine. But you know what I would like to do? Because these images are kind of large.
Yeah.
And they do... Let's just grab the one that is of the slightly smaller width.
Oh yeah, we saw that in the console. So we're checking here, checking a playlist.
Exactly.
Can we expect these to always be the same?
I think so. I think so.
Order.
I think so. So grab the one with
small one.
Yeah, let's grab the small one actually. So now you can use array.find. It works almost exactly like filter, but it only returns one item. Have you lost yourself?
Yes. Here.
There.
So instead of there,
yeah,
dot find.
And then it's just exactly like filter. It takes a filter function.
No, I don't have to type return.
Yeah, it's just image.
Image dot
width equals 60. Yep, that would work.
And it will. Does it know to understand that this is just one object, so I can do the dot URL
exactly.
on that one?
Precisely, because find works like filter, except that it's just one item.
Yeah, and then we can update the width here in the component to just be 60.
60. We don't actually have to do that because it will be 60.
Okay.
But cannot read properly. Why didn't that work? Is it a number? I expected
Image width is a number. Perhaps it's something. Images.
Oh, it's height.
No, but it's height and width. It's the same thing. It's the same number.
Okay, all right. That's weird.
They are square.
Oh, maybe they don't always have images?
Oh, yeah, that could be true.
Maybe, okay. Could be like they don't always have a 360 image?
Well, it seems they
always. And it might be that one fucking image doesn't have the 60 image. Who knows? My idea was overambitious, I think.
So what happens if we just do the bad coding?
No, we will just always be fetching a slightly larger image than we need. It's no problem. Not for this prototype. I was just trying to be fancy. That will be a problem now.
Yeah, that's probably right. It doesn't always have
3 images.
3 images, but it always have the one big one, it seems.
Well, it always has 1. So it's possible that...
And then I style it to 60.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it like this. Another thing that you may notice is that I don't have only 20 playlists. Because I guess the API doesn't just give you everything. It's a paginated response.
Paginating. All right.
But I think for this demo, it doesn't matter.
No.
I don't have to see all the playlists.
Yep.
We just want to see it work and that you see your own data. So
that's fine.
We will just discard that for now.
Yeah, does the filtering work, by the way? Does.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because it just depends on the data looking like it did before, and yeah. Cool. Let's commit this to Git.
So what did we do here? We added proper data.
Yep.
Replaced fake server data with actual Spotify data from the signed in user.
Yep. And push.
And push. Now let's push this to Heroku.
Oh yeah.
Because that would be cool. Because now this is only on localhost.
Yeah.
But it should work because we pushed the...
It should.
It should actually work. Git push Heroku master.
Right. So now we deploying the front end application to the front end Heroku.
Yeah.
And we don't need to do any changes on the back end Heroku, right? It's not dependent on this. It lives in its own
Hopefully.
world.
I think we won't.
Yeah, there's no related changes there. It should just work.
All right, let's try this. This is cached. I have to reload. Refresh.
No, it's that's unexpected.
Oh, here it was cached.
It was cached. Okay, funky.
But what has happened here?
No, we have not added the login yet. We need a login button. We forgot a login button.
But didn't we do it if I was...
Oh, that's... But perhaps the login... Wait, what? How are we determining login?
I don't know.
Let's go back to the local machine. And remove the access token there.
Oh.
No, that should... Okay, cannot read property map of undefined. So... Oh, it's doing the... Wait, it's trying to fetch data even though it doesn't have a token.
Oh.
So let's fix that. Yeah, so just return here if the access token does not exist.
Like that?
Yep. That should fix that problem.
Then if I sign in, it signs me in.
Okay, so, but remove the access token here. Why is it not?
If the state user...
No, I think it might be that problem. It's just that when it's deployed, it's not, the errors are less violent.
Mm-hmm.
In production, they are just hidden in the console, but when we run the create React app development server, it just explodes in your face.
Okay.
So redeploy with that.
So I'll just add this commit first.
Deployed.
Deployed. Let's go here and update this deployed app. It seems to have to refresh a couple of times. Sign in with Spotify. It's working. And if I remove the access token.
Oh.
So my sign-in state is with the access token.
Yeah.
So would this work if you sign in with your user as
it
well
would.
now?
It would.
Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. You can log yourself out.
No, I mean while we're simultaneously signed in, because this is only like with the... Okay,
oh
the
wait,
only...
hang on a minute. Why is it on localhost?
Because we hard-coded this. I told you!
What? Wait a minute.
Oh!
Yes. Oh. You told me. And I was like, yeah, let's do that later.
Location dot port. Okay. Is there a better way to do this, or can I just...
Well, if the location contains localhost, I guess, maybe.
Location dot protocol, I mean. Plus location dot... Oh, and it's window location.
No, I think you're overcomplicating this.
Okay, so...
just check if window.location.href contains... can you not do this on one line? It makes me crazy.
Okay, let's do like this.
I'm thinking of just checking if window.location.href contains localhost. Then we redirect to the localhost server. Or it includes localhost. We learned that previous episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we do what it did before. We just...
Okay, I will write it like this. If that is true...
Yep.
we'll do what we did previously.
Yep.
Send it to the local host.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Yep.
we will send it to, should we just hard code?
Yeah, exactly.
playlists.herokuapp.com/login. And we will do this in a nicer way.
Oh, that's nice.
Will this work? This syntax?
You have forgotten one curly bracket.
As always.
There's always another curly bracket. I think so. This works now.
And then we have to redeploy.
Yes. We do.
Fix button also to work in production.
This episode is really long, but it's a lot of content and real programming, kind of.
All right, let's try this again.
Yep.
If I click sign in here, I ended up at localhost.
I still think it's just
I think it's just cached.
Come on. Did it break? Why did it break? Window. Oh no, because it's .href. We should have tested it. We should have tested it locally. We should have tested it locally.
Okay, so now it's up there. Let's just reload, refresh a couple of times and try to sign in. Refresh, try to sign in. It goes to login, but it should go to the
playlist bucket.
To the back end. There we go. Matthias went, he left. It's just me here. Let's try this once again.
Sorry. All right. This is it. I think this is the time. I have a good feeling about this.
Let's just refresh it a bit.
Yeah. A good feeling about this.
Oh, it's waiting on better playlist backend.
Yes. Let's progress. Let's progress. I'm very excited about this. Yes!
It's fast and Vietnam. Everything's working.
Splendid.
Okay, thank you for watching this extremely long episode. In the next episode, we will keep on coding and adding the small songs, the preview of which songs are contained in each playlist.
Yeah, and I think we're also gonna try to get the hours working again.
Yeah, the hours. Okay, so click the thing here.
Yeah, click the thing where it's here. Like, or you possibly, you probably need a break by now. Go out, have some hour.
Do something else.
Yeah, we're gonna get
love
some
of
air.
God.
Yeah.